team the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boys, we got another one. Ha. I mean, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. It's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing the tone for this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards yards, the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the option, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice game for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Chargers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Eckler is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Second down and goal. Herbert. Got a man, and it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try to keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in this direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away
away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Ball from the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now Wilson on first down. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 32 yards. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert off of play action. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On second down, Eckler. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Hopkins' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Quickly here, and that's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
This league is all about speed at the receiver position, and Jalen Guyton, he's got it in abundance. Almost 1,000 yards over the last 2 seasons in Los Angeles, while playing as the Chargers' 3rd or 4th receiver much of the time. Nice first down pickup with that catch.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
1st and 10. It's Wilson. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. Gets around him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 27-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you want big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown! Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And they'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Wilson. He's got a man. That's Marshall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd down, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 15-yard touchdown. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And that is caught by Marshall for a jet touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on on the defensive side?
It's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 174 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They take a shot downfield there, but it lines up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going up top. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Oh, this is blocked. Now the Chargers have it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's got to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. in prime time this offseason.